Hey, let's do a little news update. News from a van. Let's get into it. Hey, welcome back to my channel, and let's get into some movie news. There was some big movie news yesterday. I don't have a whole lot, but yesterday some big movie news dropped. We're going to get into that right now. As we all know, since Justice League has come out, there's been so much speculation of this Snyder cut. Zack Snyder directed Man of Steel, Batman vs. Superman, and he directed Justice League, but he never got to finish it. Unfortunately, him and his wife had a family emergency, and he stepped away from the project, and Warner Brothers brought in Joss Whedon to finish the film. Now, it is reported, especially when Justice League was finished and released, that Joss Whedon went back and reshot a considerable amount of the movie and lightened the tone. As we all know, Batman vs. Superman was a very dark film. I love Batman vs. Superman, the expanded cut, the 3-hour cut. I think it's a really good film. I enjoyed the theatrical experience, but I think the extended cut was even better, and it fleshed out the story a whole lot more. Things that were missing in the theatrical cut, it all made more sense in the extended cut. And I thought it was really well done. I like Zack Snyder as a filmmaker. I don't love every film he does, but I think he's a really talented guy. And he's a very passionate guy. And he's been beating this drum for almost a year now. Even with some of the stars of the film, like Jason Momoa has been a big proponent of this, released the Snyder Cut. Ben Affleck's even said it. Gal Gadot has said it. The only one that hasn't really said much either way is Henry Cavill, who played Superman. But Zack Snyder did a watch-along party yesterday with a live commentary on Man of Steel yesterday, and Henry Cavill showed up. Now, since HBO Max is coming online this month, the end of the month, there's been speculation for months now that Zack Snyder's cut of Justice League will be one of their main attractions for the new streaming service. But nothing has been concrete. And Zack Snyder's been pushing this for a while, too. He's been releasing photos here and there, cryptic tweets about a Snyder cut. Well, yesterday they broke that Warner Brothers is going to give Zack Snyder $30 million to go back and finish his cut. He's going to need some of the actors to come back. He's going to finish the VFX work that needs to be finished. And it looks like that we're going to see Zack Snyder's Justice League cut next year, 2021, on HBO Max. And it's going to be a 4-hour cut, 4-hour maybe plus cut. And they might divvy it up into 6 episodes. They're not sure yet. I don't know how I feel about that. I think I'd rather just the 4-hour cut. But as long as we get it, I'd be excited to see what he envisioned. I know he said that there was all this other material that they had shot that didn't even make it in the Justice League. He was even quoted lately of saying about only 1/4 of what he shot was actually in the film. And there was all these other plot elements and characters that were going to be in his version of the film. Even the director of photography about a year or two ago came out and said that they shot things that were awesome that didn't even make the final film. Like, they didn't even finish the effects, but he said we shot stuff and it was cool as hell, but it never made it into the film for whatever reason. Now, his director of photography, when he shot Justice League, didn't come back for the reshoots with Joss Whedon. It's even other people have said, Kevin Smith's been quoted as saying that there was other things that were supposed to be in the film that never made it, that fans really would have wanted to see. So I am very interested in this. I liked Superman, or Batman vs. Superman. I love the extended cut. I like Justice League for what it was, but it was definitely a letdown compared to Batman vs. Superman. I know a lot of people have problems with some of Zack Snyder's DC work. But I am very interested to see Zack Snyder's cut and see what his vision for the film was. I was okay with the dark tone. I was all in on that. Not everything could be like Marvel, and I think that was the thing about DC. It's different than Marvel. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. We'll find out next year. He's going to finish the movie, and I think this is a good thing. The fans are getting what they wanted. I know fans have been pressing for this, and we're getting the Snyder cut. Hey, maybe we'll get the Ayer cut of Suicide Squad. Who knows? You never know. All right. Off of the Snyder cut, that was huge news yesterday that broke, and pretty much was all anybody was talking about on YouTube. But I'm also going to get a little Scream 5 news. It was reported that David Arquette has officially signed on to come back for Scream 5, which I am completely fine with. I know I said this in my last news update. The new movie is going to be directed by the duo. There's 2 guys, the directing team that directed Ready or Not, which I'm excited about because I love Ready or Not. And Kevin Williamson is also back as executive producer. Kevin Williamson obviously wrote the original Scream and the sequel and in the third one they brought somebody else in to write it, but Kevin Williamson was heavily involved with the original film, and he's back as an executive producer on this film. Neve Campbell hasn't been officially announced yet as on to the project, but I think she will be, and I think Courtney Cox will be on. And again, I'm going to state my opinion. I think what they should do is right at the beginning of the film, to make a statement, is kill one of the original cast members off that are still alive. I think that would be a smart move. Kill Dewey or Gale off, right? If in my opinion, I think Gale would be the one to be more expendable, and then they should portray Dewey as a broken man. Like, he was always more hopeful in those movies. He always saw the lighter side of it, the hopeful side of it. I think if they killed Gale, everything would be taken away from Dewey, and they can make him much more cynical and a little bit more angry and not as cheery as he was in the original movies or even 4. I think that would be a really cool thing to do, and I think it would be a way to just say, look, we mean business. Anybody can die. I think that'd be a cool way to go, but what the hell do I know? I am filming a news video in my work van, so nobody cares what I think, but I'm just putting it out there. And a little Halloween Kills news. This will be the last item I have, really, for today, this video. The last weekend, they had a watch-along party with director David Gordon Green, Andy Manichak, who played the granddaughter of Laurie Strode in the film, Jamie Lee Curtis, John Carpenter, and people were asking questions, and the news broke that the Myers house will make an appearance in Halloween Kills. The other little bit of news, which I've heard from the writer of Halloween Kills, I did it in a couple of videos ago on the movie news, is that David Gordon Green said this is the most violent thing he's ever done. And Andy Manichak even echoed that, where this movie is insanely violent, which is everything we've been hearing from little bits and pieces that have been released. There's still no word when a trailer is going to drop, or a poster, or if they're going to keep the October release date. I think everybody's still waiting on Tenet, which is still locked in for July 17th. So we'll find out eventually. I'm excited to see a trailer. We haven't seen too much from Halloween Kills. Obviously, there's rumors that maybe they'll just release a directed VOD for Halloween. I don't know if they're going to do that. That's all speculation at this point. But those are the items for news I have for today. Are you excited for the Snyder Cut? Leave a comment down below. I'm excited about it. I'm excited to see what Zack Snyder's vision was for that film. What about Scream 5? Are you happy David Arquette's back? What do you think should happen with the original cast if they bring them all back, which I think they're going to? I think that's the whole purpose of it. And Halloween Kills. Are you excited for Halloween Kills? Are you excited that the Myers house is going to make an appearance in the new film? Does it matter to you? Are you just excited for another Halloween film? I'm just excited for a Halloween film, but the Myers house making a return is a cool thing, a little Easter egg to throw in there. That's it for me. That's it for the movie news today. If you do me a quick favor, I'd greatly appreciate the thumbs up button. It helps with the YouTube algorithms. I can't talk. I'm hopped up on caffeine. And I hope you all are being safe out there, and I will be back soon in another video. Have a great day. Bye.